Okay, hello there, guitar players. Excuse me. Um, Today we're going to look at the 1, 4, and 5 chords in the key of C, and that would be C is the 1 chord, F is the 4 chord, and G is the 5 chord. You already know C and G, but I'm going to show you F. It's a bar chord. I'll give you 2 weeks to work on it. Because it can take some time to learn to change back and forth between a bar chord and open chords. Tilt the screen down. I can't remember if I've showed you this guitar before or not. This was the first guitar I ever got. My parents got it for me when I graduated from high school in 1982, so I have had it 36 years. It's a Sigma, which was kind of the budget brand of Martin at the time. I don't even know if they make Sigmas anymore. And I've had some work done on it, so it plays and sounds better than it did when I got it. I just did it over the shutdown. If you're paying attention, you'll notice that I haven't put the truss rod adjustment cover back on right here where it goes, kind of a little triangular piece of wood that goes right there. And you also might have noticed this little rubber doodad that holds a pick. That way you can have more than one kind of pick, or you can have a spare pick while you're playing, because you can always do that. But sometimes you want to have more than one kind of pick, because a thin pick sounds brighter, and a thick pick sounds richer, fuller, and louder. And there's some advantages and disadvantages as far as playing. There are advantages and disadvantages to each of them. So now I'm going to show you how to play an F chord. I'm going to tilt this down just a little bit more. You already know a C. Whoops. I might not know a C. I've already tuned the guitar. Okay, so there's a C. And there's a G. So that's the 1 and the 5 in the key of C. Remember, I just get my pinky out of the way so it doesn't get in the way of seeing what I'm doing. Seeing what I'm doing. So to play an F, you form an E chord shape. You form an E chord. This is the easiest way to do it. Take your number 2 finger, put it on the 3rd string, 2nd fret, because that's the way to look at it. Then you take your number 3 finger, put it on the 5 string, 2nd fret. Take your number 2 finger, put it on the 3rd string, 1st fret. Then take your number 3 finger, put it on the 5th string, 2nd fret, and your number 4 finger, your pinky, and put it on the 4th string, 2nd fret. So now you have an E. To turn that into an F, excuse me, you slide this up, just slide all that up 1 fret, and then you bar across the 1st fret. And really, my index finger is only holding down the 1 string, the 2 string, and the 6 string, the 2 string, and the 1 string. Now it's really important that you have your thumb back here pretty much in line with your index finger. If you put it right here, it's going to be difficult. You're not going to have much strength. So you want your thumb right there. So practice it that way first. Then practice it doing your index finger first and putting the other ones down. Then practice going to all of them at the same time like that. Then practice changing between them nice and slowly. C, F, G, 1, 4, 5, 1. Now, if you have small hands, usually this is for young children whose hands aren't large enough or don't have enough hand strength to do it. Generally, most people your age have enough hand strength to play a bar chord. But if you absolutely cannot do that, you can do this, which I actually think is harder. You bar just across the first and second strings, and then fret the rest of them, and don't play the low E string. But that's always been more awkward in my hands, all kind of cramped up, and so that feels much better, much easier to me. And you can play all the strings. It makes the chord fuller. So work on that. I'm going to put a couple of links in this lesson for you to start looking for songs. I'll give you Ultimate Guitar probably, and Chordy. Chordy, the chords are usually pretty close. Ultimate Guitar, look for the ones with the most stars. Look for chords, not tabs, just lyrics and chords. Look for the chords, they'll say chords out beside them, that have the most stars and the most downloads. They have that out there. Sometimes there'll be one that doesn't have many downloads, and it might be actually the best one. But sometimes the one that has the most stars, the most downloads, has just been up longer. But anybody can put a song up there, and sometimes it's a 10-year-old that's learning how to play guitar, and they think they figured out a song, and they put it up there, and it might be right and it might be wrong. If you play it and it doesn't sound right to you, it's probably not right. And in that case, look at another one. But you can start learning songs. You know enough chords to start learning songs. 90% of the songs that you ever hear have ever heard are played with 3 chords, maybe 4. So yeah, you know plenty of chords. You might not be able to play in like the key of B or the key of B flat, but you should be able to play in C, A, G, D, and E. We can't play in C yet until you learn that F chord, but you should be able to play in A, G, E, and D, the 1, 4, and 5 chords. So take a couple weeks on that, and then I'll post something for you to I'll remind you that you owe me a video at the end of next week of you playing through the C, F, and G chords. Till next time, keep on picking. Bye-bye.